Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of 10 Unedited Minutes with Marlena. I can't say good morning because we are well into the evening today. And as I said yesterday, it would be later today when I recorded my podcast. And it's a lot later today. But to catch you guys up, I've been camping so far this week. We made it home today. So I was finally able to take a breath, get the camper unpacked, and take a shower. First of all, I always like to start off by saying that this podcast is sponsored by a very dear friend of mine who has agreed to sponsor me for 2 months. She loves the work I'm doing. She believes in me. And she does not want to be recognized. So thank you. You know who you are. I know you're listening. And you are a blessing to me. And if anybody else wants to sponsor me, it's $25 a month. And I will mention your name or your business at the beginning and ending of each podcast and promote you on all of my social media outlets. So, today we're going to get into it. This might take a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but again, if you are watching me on YouTube, please excuse my appearance. Like I said, took a shower and did not put on any makeup because it's close to bedtime. And if you are listening to me on Apple Podcast or Spotify, thank you. I appreciate your support. So I have something weighing very heavily on my mind today, and it's been on my mind since I found out about it yesterday, and that is a tragic car accident that happened in Putnam County, which is where I grew up here in Ohio. And if you grew up in Putnam County, you know that if you know one person, you know everybody, and in one way or another, we are all related. And in saying that, when something tragic happens, it touches everyone. So there was a very unfortunate car accident a couple days ago to a young man who has 2 sons. His name is Travis Neese. His name is Tyler Neese. His wife's name is Kayla. And Tyler was driving in the car with his 2 sons, Gus and Archer. And another person ran a stop sign, the story goes. And the 2 young children, Gus and Archer, unfortunately passed away as a result of their injuries from this accident. And again, because we are from Putnam County, I don't know this family personally, but we have a lot of mutual friends, and this has really been heavy on my heart. I don't know why. I can't quit thinking about this. I can't quit praying about it, and it made me think of a story, and I wanted to pass this story on. And if you happen to know the Neese family, I really hope that you can pass this on to them as well. And I'm going to try to get through this without crying. I said a prayer before this podcast to please God help me pass this message on, and I hope I can stay strong through this. So I am reminded of a tragedy that happened here in Bluffton, where I live now. 3 years ago, I spoke of this a few weeks ago on here. There was a young man in Bluffton. His name is Eli Jones. He passed away very unexpectedly 3 years ago, and he should have graduated this year. So the graduating class did a lot to honor Eli, and his mom and I are good friends. We go to the same church, and I know her well, and I can't quit thinking about Eli as well. But the story of these sweet young Neese boys brings me back to Father's sermon at Eli's funeral. And Father told a story during his sermon that really puts into perspective why, unfortunately, young people tend to pass away. and why, we always think, God, why would you do that to us? Why would you take the life of somebody so young and just leave that void in a family? And the perspective that Father gave during this homily really, really helped. So I'm going to tell that story today. So I'm going to pay homage to Father too. It's Father John McLaughlin. I literally cooked him dinner like 2 hours ago. And he is one of the sweetest people. He's just a great person. So Father John, in his homily, he told the story of a Jewish family in Poland. They lived in a village, and they were very devout Christians. And the husband and wife had a son named Levi. The dad, his name was Aaron, and the mom's name was Esther. So Aaron went to work one day, and while he was at work, his son passed away. And so Esther, the mother, dreaded telling her husband the loss of their son. And she fretted about it the whole time that Aaron was at work. And when Aaron got off work that night, he went to the synagogue for I believe Father said it was Passover. And so he did that. And then when he got home, his wife met him at the door, and she told Aaron that she said, I have something to tell you, but I have a question first. And Esther said, years ago, a very dear friend gave us a beautiful jewel and said we should hang on to it until they wanted it back. Well, they came by today and asked for it back. She told her husband that I've grown very attached to this jewel and I don't want to give it back. What should I do? Aaron said, honey, you have to give it back. That was the deal. So then Esther opened the door for Aaron to see his son. And he said, this is our precious jewel. And we have to give it back to God. Gus and Archer are two precious jewels. And on two separate occasions, God gave Kayla and Tyler these beautiful jewels. And now he's asking for them back. He needs them back in heaven. And I know these boys were absolute gifts to earth, because I just read today that both of them were able to donate their organs to save other children. And I read this from a Facebook post that a friend of mine and Kayla's shared. Kayla had wrote a post on Facebook explaining how her sons both gave their organs. Both of them were able to give their corneas, and one of them was actually able to give quite a few more organs than the other. But the unbelievable strength in Kayla to put that post out there on Facebook and to say what she did just really, really impacted me. She said that God wanted some other young children to see the world through Gus and Archer's eyes. And how beautiful is that? How beautiful is that those two young boys are able to do that? And because of their tragedy, they're able to bring joy to another mother who is scared to death that she's going to lose her son or daughter because they have a bad heart, or they have a bad kidney, or a bad liver. There is no life, nothing more precious. There's no gift more precious than, a young life. That every life is God's gift to us. Every child is God's gift to us. And these moments, while they're hard and tragic, for Kayla to turn it into, a beautiful moment. It takes a lot of strength, because I don't think I'd be able to do that. And as a mom and a grandmother, you put yourself in their shoes, and it's impossible. It's impossible to take your mind to that place. And just know, if they are listening to this, that there are so many prayers going up for you. Yeah, so I love you guys. There's nothing more to say. Please say some prayers for this niece family. Please, absolutely pray so hard for them. May God just wrap them in his love through this time. And may they continue to feel God's love even after all the, all the after the funeral, after everybody's gone home and they're left in their home with, their family to process this, let them always turn to God for this. I love you. I'm praying for you. Please pray for me, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.